I could point out all the things about how bad this life can seem, but we work hard, we making it. Forward motion on everything.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to FourWords Monday. It's your boy D-Rock, Ballet Delroy. I'm just here to check on you again, talk to you. Of course, you know we're talking about relationships this week, for the next few weeks. And we've talked about understanding communication, always talking, always watching, always listening. But this week is very important. I just wanted to just welcome you first. Living to be known, week 39. It's going to be a great few minutes we have coming up here. But as we talk about some of our practical practices from our principles and our pillars of living to be known and forward motion, today I just want to say that I do not know what you mean. Okay? That's what our topic is about today. I do not know what you mean. Okay? A lot of times when we communicate with words that don't actually mean what we're trying to get across, or we say things that don't mean what we're trying to get across. Now, everybody wants to be understood. Okay, everybody wants to be taken serious. Everybody wants to know when you're joking and know how to take a joke. So it's very simple. The only way that people are going to know what you mean, the only way I'm going to know what you mean, the only way you're going to know what I mean, is if I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Words have meanings, okay? And we use those words to communicate to each other messages that we would understand based upon the meaning of the word. Now, if you're using words and you're sending messages that don't actually mean which words you're using, that can be confusing. That could be a problem. And I think we've gotten to a point where we're so comfortable with just being ourselves, being who we are, right? Which is not a problem, but it's how you use that, right, to communicate what you're trying to say. What you're not saying, I'm just being who I am. What you're saying is, I'm too comfortable to use words in the proper meaning to deliver to you a message that can clearly be understood. Understand that slang was created for the niche, okay, the small groups between people who knew each other and knew what those slang words meant. But we can't use those slang words in the general public like everybody's going to understand what that means. And then get upset when nobody understands what you mean and just be like, well, you know what I mean, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Let me tell you something. When you don't use your words correctly, when you don't say what you mean and mean what you say, you leave all kind of space and room for secrecy. You leave space and room for lies. You leave space and room for misunderstanding. You leave space and room for excuses, for laziness, for selfishness. You need to use your words. You're a teenager. You're a grown-up. You're not 4 years old. You're not 5 years old. You're not learning what words mean and how to use them. You've been taught this already. Okay? So the next time you come up to me, or the next time anybody comes up to you, and they start talking, and they start saying things that the meaning doesn't match the words, and they say, well, you know what I mean? Just say, no, I don't know what you mean. I'm going to need you to use the words that you mean. I'm going to need you to say what you mean and mean what you say. Along our journey with communication, not only are we always watching, talking, listening, are we trying to understand each other and communicate on the same wavelength? We can't do that if we aren't using words for their meaning. If we aren't delivering real and correct and proper and honest messages. I mean, it's real simple. You wonder why you don't trust the person you're with, or your friends, or your coworkers, or other people. A lot of it comes down to language and words and how we communicate. And the fact that you don't know what they're communicating and they don't know what you're communicating. Whether it's what you say, what you do, how you look, the sounds you make. We communicate with our whole bodies, okay, in various different ways. But when it comes to words, okay, be mindful of your words. People hold on to them. They don't let them go sometimes. And that's why it's important that even if you're going to be wrong, even if you're going to communicate a particular thing, Say what you mean what you say. And be ready to accept that and take the consequences that come with your words. You are accountable and responsible for your words. Okay? Just like I am. So, take that and run with it. Okay? Holla at me, let me know what you think. This is FourWord Motion, living to be known, Valet Delroy, also your boy D-Rock, of course. And just holla at me. I'm going to have a track coming out. It's called But We All, later tonight for you. And yeah, very exciting. But right now, I'm extremely tired and I need to get some sleep because I work night shift. And being up all day just doesn't cut it. I love y'all, man. 4 words. Holla at me, I'll holler back at you. We gonna make this thing happen. What's that? Oh, that's my vacuum. Y'all know I keep the house tidy. You know, if you got your own place and you don't own a vacuum, be responsible. Get a vacuum. It's the business. I'm out. Peace.
And I could point out all the things about how bad this life can seem, but we work hard, we making it. FourWord Motion on everything.